Hi everybody, it is the 6th of April 2023 and a couple of days ago the patch notes for PUBG update 23.1 dropped. Now this is only live on the PC test server at the moment. I don't think they're going to be putting it on the console test server. In fact, I don't think they use the console test server, do they, anymore? But it's very interesting, this update, because it kind of signals the direction that PUBG are going to kind of retain their player base and perhaps pull new players in, and also to probably bring back old players who maybe have moved away from PUBG for more exciting battle royales or more exciting shooter game modes. Now there is a video on the patch notes, so I will put a link in the description below this video so you can go there and you can have a look, because a picture speaks 1,000 words. But basically, expect for this patch to go live on PC between the 11th and the 12th of April, and between the 19th and 20th of April on console, depending on your time zone. So here we go. So in normal matches, the general rule set for normal matches has been updated. These changes affect Erangel, Miramar, Taego and Deston. The blue zone during phases 1 to 3 is now similar as ranked and slightly faster than before. Items. More items will spawn overall, so there's going to be assault rifles, DMRs and sniper rifles, more helmets, vests and backpacks, more scopes. Motor gliders have been added to Taego, Vikendi and Deston. Vehicles. More vehicles will spawn overall. The spawn rate of major vehicles such as four-wheel drives has been adjusted to make them appear more frequently among all spawned vehicles. Some vehicles will spawn at fixed locations. Other systems such as the plane route and the final circle location have been adjusted to match ranked. Dev's comment. Beginning with this update, we'll be implementing the normal match change-up outlined in the 2023 roadmap. Through analysis of player data, playstyles and feedback accumulated over the years, we recognised a disparity in your gameplay experience between normal matches and ranked due to differences in rule sets. For instance, normal matches provide ample time early on for looting, moving and strategizing, while ranked is faster paced, making it potentially challenging to adapt between the two modes. Our top priority is ensuring players enjoy every mode, so we're adjusting the fundamental rule sets that create the foundation of PUBG in a consistent manner, making it easier to adapt between different modes. We plan to decrease playtime during the early phase in normal matches, while increasing the overall spawn of items and vehicles to enhance your farming experience. Moreover, we intend to sustain existing content exclusive to normal matches, such as items, different zones, comeback BR, etc., to continue providing opportunities for experimentation and enjoyment. So basically, they're going to be speeding up the game in normal modes, normal battle royale, and also giving you more weapons, more gear, and more vehicles. So it's going to be easier to survive, but you're going to be able to hit the action, and you'll have to hit the action earlier. And this is a good thing, I think, because when I jump back into PUBG on that rare occasion, the problem I have is you have that horrendous lobby wait time. Fingers crossed they'll do something about that. Jump into a game, you spend 15 to 20 minutes not really bumping into any other players, get you all kitted up, and then I get into a firefight, and because I'm a bit rusty, I probably lose and die. So then I've got to get into another game and then have that horrible wait in the lobby. But this way, games are going to be speeding up a little bit. So we're not going to see, I don't think, those 35 minutes on Miramar anymore. It's going to be coming down to sub 30 minutes. A little bit about ranked. So Deston has been added to the map pool. 64 players, Sunny, Red Zone security keys and tactical gear will not be available. Fixed vehicle spawn points have been added, the O2 and the MP9 is available. So again, the idea of doing things like fixed spawns for vehicles is that it takes some of the RNG, the random number generator, out of the game. Because remember, if you're a professional player, they don't like RNG. Well, they like as little RNG as possible, because they don't like luck to come into losing or luck to come into winning quite as much. You know, if you know that a vehicle is going to be in a specific place, then you can choose to fight for that vehicle or not. But it's not just luck that you came across that vehicle. Season 22 rewards. Gameplay. Here we go. To heighten the sense of satisfaction impact when landing a headshot, we've added a new visual effect that causes the helmet to be knocked off upon impact. If a weapon is used to land a headshot and the helmet's durability is reduced to 0, the helmet will be knocked off. That's quite a cool thing to see, won't it? Ascender attachment and utility parachute are now provided as basic equipment on every map. Ascender attachment and utility parachute icons that occupy their own inventory slots have been removed. Utility parachutes can be used any time on every map. So it's a bit like Battlefield. The ascender attachment can be used where ascenders are attached. With utility parachutes available everywhere, the emergency parachute has been removed from Miramar and Haven. If a player disconnects before the plane drop, the parachute will now automatically follow the player with the next number after theirs. Example, if you're player 4, you will follow player 1. If you've previously chosen a player to follow before disconnecting, you will continue to follow them. Once you reconnect while on the plane, you will automatically follow a player. So again, the idea is that at least you're going to hit the ground with your squad, even if you have an accidental disconnection. Only players who have not dropped from the plane can be chosen to follow. So a couple of really important things there. I think the fact that there's going to be a lot more ascender places, so it's going to give us more options for moving around the map. Now, this is a good and it's a bad thing, but I think we probably have to accept that the original PUBG that we all fell in love with back in 2017, 2018 can't sustain the player base against the likes of, say, Warzone and the new battle royales. Even if we loved it. How can I kind of say this? So you can't sustain, I don't think, love for a game if it doesn't change at all over the time. I think there has to be some changes, doesn't there? And maybe you have these changes and then you go back to other things. But if the game had stayed the same since 2017, a lot less people would be playing. Even though I still think that I would still like a PUBG that was just generous. Anyway, map service. Starting with this update, maps will now be rotated on a weekly basis, increases the chances of encountering your preferred map. The patch notes will now include the weekly map rotation plan for the update period. Additionally, we're preparing a dev letter that will delve through our thoughts on the updated map rotation system. For further details, keep an eye out for the upcoming map service plan April 2023 announcement. Furthermore, ranked map pool now includes Destin. Here we go. So live server, normal matches. Week 1, Erangel, Tago, Destin, Sanhok, Paramel. Week 2, Erangel, Miramar, Vikendi, Sanhok, Karragan. Week 3, Erangel, Tago, Destin, Sanhok, Paramel. So as you can see, it's changing every week, which is cool. Modes. Labs Intensive Battle Royale. The Adrenaline Fuel mode is back with new updates. 3 new Vikendi areas are added. The Blizzard Zone is not available. 3 new Sanhok areas added. The AUG added to the AR weapon crate, and they go into when they're going to be doing it. Esports mode. So esports mode and ranked are coming together. Lobby. Default lobby has been changed from the Vikendi theme to the default plane theme. Survivor Pass. So what they're going to be doing with the Survivor Pass is making it easier to earn the levels. I can't remember the last time I bought a Survivor Pass because I just don't play PUBG, but it looks like, I don't play PUBG very often, it looks like the skins, they actually look quite interesting, this one, for a change, so I might well have to have a look at that. New item sets have been added to Hunter's Chest and the Archivist's Chest. Improved performance, bug fixes, there we go. So, interesting, 2023 is going to be a very, very interesting year for PUBG. I think they're really set out to fight to keep this game relevant, to keep their player base, to attract new players and to regain players who have left. Looking forward to seeing what they do. I mean, there is the argument, just do PUBG 2 on an updated engine or a new engine. There's always that argument, isn't there? But I guess they probably are working on something like that. But what do you think anyway? Put your questions and comments down below. If you've enjoyed the video, hit like. If you want to see more of the same, press subscribe. And I will, of course, see you again soon.